Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna have a topic that I really would like to discuss, and it's things that I kind of stopped buying lately, especially last year and this year. And I think that this is gonna be very good for myself, so I can hold myself accountable if I try to buy these things again. But if you're interested in watching, let's get into it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lou and I make videos about luxury, fashion, handbags, traveling, but mainly handbags. So if you're interested in any of those topics, please consider subscribing to my channel and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. Okay, so this video is 80% for fun and 20% to be able to hold myself accountable to not buy these things. But as we have seen in the past, even if I say that I'm trying to not buy something, if I really like something and that I think that it's gonna work out at the end, I end up doing it. And I think that you take this video the same way. If you see anyone ever on YouTube saying, I don't buy this because of this, but it does work out for you, or maybe you even take your words back and you want something that you said that you were never gonna buy, that's completely fine. This is just for fun. I mean, all these luxury handbag videos, we do it because we like it. It's our little hobby. I just love sitting down and talking about handbags. So that's what we're gonna do today, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun talking about my reasoning behind some things and if I might make exceptions in the future or not. The first one is limited edition anything. I mean, I was the type of person that if I saw something that it was limited edition, I was for sure going to try to get it because I didn't want to have FOMO. I didn't want to miss out on it. And I was like, oh my god, it has to be a limited edition for some reason. You know, it's not just because. And there's always limited amounts of things and always the prices go up on the resale market. Just like of this very ugly Balenciaga sneakers that we saw that they released, that they look like an abandoned pair of shoes, but for some reason, because they're just gonna make like 100 pairs, they're just gonna go for a crazy price. And that is amazing marketing. We do have to give them props for that because you do feel special. You feel, I don't know, like you have something that not everyone has, and I do understand that. And this often happens, example with Louis Vuitton and their crazy, I remember the Kabuki releases or the flowers, I think they were the Steven Sprouse flowers, and I've come to the realization that I'm just quite basic. That's it. I'm basic. I know that I'm basic, and I don't know why we all just assume that basic is bad. That going for something a little bit more understated or a color that is not so eye-catchy, that you're just blending in with the crowd. And I just don't feel like that is a good way to see things. I do believe that there has to be a balance. Like from time to time, if you want to get something that you really like, but because it just resonates with you a lot, the style of the bag, the pattern that it has, or the clothing, I understand that. But I am not going to go and buy something limited edition just because it's limited edition. Every time that I've done that, I end up selling that item because I know that I like beiges, I like blacks, I like probably things that don't have too many logos. I am that way. And embracing that has saved me so much money. Because the bags that I have, I see myself wearing them for the rest of my life probably, and I don't feel the need to switch out my collection. Because last year, that's something that happened to me a lot. I sold many bags because I was just so headstrong that I wanted to go this way when I definitely knew that I was just not like that. So yeah, no more limited edition unless it's something that is specifically like my style and that resonates with me. But I'm gonna use as an example this limited edition Lady Dior, and it's not that crazy, but I mean, it's not something that you would see me buy probably, but I know that I definitely like that and that I would use that, so that works. But just for the sake of being limited edition, no. The second one is SLGs, and I've been having such a journey with SLGs. SLGs stand for small leather goods, and the reason why I don't want to buy as many SLGs as I used to is because at some point, every time that I was like saving for a bag or going on a trip and I didn't really want to spend on a bag, buying a wallet, buying a little pouch seems like it doesn't really break the bank, and you end up with so many SLGs that end up being a huge amount of money that you could have used that towards an entire trip or a full handbag. So when I sold many of the SLGs that I accumulated over the years, that some of them I never even used, just because, oh my god, this one is iridescent and it's pink. Or for me, the classic, I couldn't get the bag, but there's this SLG in the same color as the bag, so like that's a fix. No, not really. That's never gonna be the fix because you will still still want the bag. I do have two exceptions to this rule. I do want two SLGs, but I know that I'm not gonna be able to get it because they're super hard to find. One of them is the Kelly Pocket and the other one is the Slim Constance. I would love either of them in clay or crayet and the other one in a tube or gold or something like that. Super hard to find. Price tag is quite high, so if I ever get either of those, I'm definitely gonna sell another SLG that I have. But I do want to stop that. I don't want to travel somewhere and feel like I need to buy something for the sake of buying and go buy an SLG. I would much rather redirect that money into savings or even fine jewelry, because some SLGs are as expensive as fine jewelry. So in hand with the other point, I'm not gonna buy fashion jewelry anymore. I've learned my lesson with this. I used to adore Chanel earrings, for example, but also Dior jewelry like the CD choker and the ring, and I did have to learn this in the hard way, and it was just that they just don't hold up at all. The quality is really not good. The pearls fall, the diamonds fall, the gold plating tarnishes quite fast. I have my Dior Etoile choker and the ring just stored away because they're so rusty that I just don't even want to use them anymore, so I'm probably gonna sell them. This is the type of thing that I'm not gonna say never, because you might find a very cute piece, but at the same time, just for the price tag that they have, I much rather go to buy fine jewelry. And that's why I stopped buying Chanel earrings and stuff like that, and now I'm investing a little bit more in Van Cleef, maybe Cartier, or just transition into smaller brands that do fine jewelry like solid gold with real diamonds. You're gonna save so much money. One example for that is the beautiful Tiffany ring that I saw the other day at the boutique, and it was $8,000, and I just inquired with a small brand that I know that they do amazing jewelry, and they quoted me around $2,000 for the same ring, a little bit over than that. But you're saving $6,000 just by not going branded, getting the same quality of diamonds and the same quality of gold. So it's been a learning lesson to me to just not fall for the brand, the logo, and the packaging, most of it, and just go with something that it's gonna save you a lot of money. It's gonna stand the test of time. I never take my jewelry off, so it's something that it's very important for me. So those are my 2 cents. There's so many brands on Instagram that they are not luxury houses that make amazing jewelry, but when I get that ring, I'm gonna talk everything about it because it's been quite a journey to try to find it. But no more fashion cheap jewelry for me. Logos. And I've talked about this so much during the last couple of months that I think that I finally understood what's the deal with it. I will try my best to reduce my impulsiveness into buying things that have logos. I love logos because I love luxury houses. I love Chanel, I love Hermes, I love Dior. And I think this is something that happens a lot when you're really starting into buying luxury handbags and shoes and clothing, and you really wanna buy what you have always seen and you have always wanted. And for me, that was always like, oh my gosh, Louis Vuitton monogram was my holy grail. So when I started to buy handbags, monogram was my top of the top. Every SLG, every handbag, I just wanted to have every single monogram handbag out there, and not anymore. And the reason why I don't want to do that anymore is because, again, I found out that it's just not my style. I just like plain simple black, beige, white handbags, and I still understand and admire the people that have those beautiful puffer jackets from Dior with the monogram. I would love to have that, and I would love to own that. I just realized that it's something that maybe once in a while I like to do. It's not something that I want to ban forever. I will eventually get some monogram pieces because it's part of fashion too. Monogram is also coming back for summer this year, so I don't see anything really bad with it. I just really despise when people shame other people for wearing logos. I understand if something is your style, or if it's not. I just don't feel like anyone is in the position of judging anyone else. I'm just talking about here about my personal experience, that I just feel more comfortable when things are a little bit more plain and easier to style with other things. Example, I would be super happy with a plain black totem sweater, a pair of Frankie short pants, the Hermes Roulis. I really love that bag because it doesn't have the H, and the Chanel sneakers that I have that they don't even have like a logo that stands out a lot. I just really love that. And I know that many people say that that's very stupid because then no one knows that you're wearing luxury, but I don't care if everyone else knows that I'm wearing luxury. I get judged by it every single day, so I just wear things for myself, and I like the way that that looks and how it makes me feel. But from time to time wearing logos, I love that. I have like this little pullover with the shorts that I just really love, and I cannot bear myself to wear it outside of my house. So I do need to get over the fact that it's okay that people, if they want to stare at you, they can stare at you. I feel like women here, we are shamed way more more than men when it comes to owning expensive things or luxury items, because they always think that they want attention, but honestly we're just dressing for ourselves. So I need to get over that, and I need to buy whatever I want. But I have learned that for now what works for me is just to not buy so many logos. Luxury skincare, and hear me out on this one. I am a sucker for packaging. I love and adore packaging, and who does packaging amazing? Chanel and Dior when it comes to makeup and skincare. So I would buy anything that they would put out because I love the way that the packaging look inside. Mine is BB, and it made me feel like I was wearing Chanel because I love Chanel so much. Now I do realize that that was quite stupid. My skin was not on its prime when I was wearing Chanel skincare. Some things are really good. I'm gonna have a couple of exceptions here that I still buy. I love La Mer, super expensive, and I do think that you can find very similar options that achieve the same results for not that price point. And I also love Charlotte Tilbury, that I know that Charlotte is not on the same level as them, and I love and adore Charlotte Tilbury, and I do buy it. But CeraVe is amazing. CeraVe is just so good. In The Ordinary, I've been trying to dip a little bit more into skincare, especially on TikTok, and here on YouTube I watch Skincare by Hiram, and it's changed my skin and it saved me so much money. So spending my money on packaging, it's really not worth it. The Chanel hand cream, as much as I love that little thing, it's just not worth it. I swear that it's not worth it. Bag charms, and here I'm gonna be including Rodeos, Pegasus, any bag charm of any sorts. I had to buy them and end up selling to realize that they were not gonna work out for me because it's just not for me. Again, I am basic and I like my things quite plain. I don't even like to put the clochette on my Birkins sometimes. I just like them the way that it is. I think the clochette is the furthest that I can go, and the twillies I do like them and I do use them because that keeps the bag in the best condition because of the oils in your hands. But other than that, I just realized that it's really not for me, and I am glad that I did try it out. I tested out. It's not something that I'm always gonna be wondering if I would have liked them, but they're so expensive, like $800 for a horsey bag charm, that I love it. I've seen some YouTubers do Christmas trees with that, and that looks amazing. I have considered getting one and using it like for my keys or something like that because I do like it. Just don't like the way that it looks on my bags. I don't know why. And all of you told me that when I got my Pegasus, and you were so right. And I'm just, I don't know. I wish that I do that. I see so many pictures of Birkins and Kellys or even other handbags with charms, and they look so good. I don't know why it just doesn't work out for me. Okay, this is a tricky one, but I'm gonna talk about luggage. Designer luggage. It's a no for me, and the way that I'm gonna explain this is as much as I love the Keeple right now, that I wish that I would have gone for a leather version, maybe the beige version of it. The only brand that I would say that they are good for making luggage is Louis Vuitton, because it's what they originally did, trunks and that stuff. So they are good in what they do. But still, I wouldn't buy it because luggage is something that is gonna get ruined, and it's gonna get ruined really fast, and it's gonna hurt a lot. And the most beautiful luggages that Louis Vuitton has, like the Horizon, they have a cheddar, so it's gonna get stains, it's gonna get scratched, and honestly, I just feel like let's just stick to the brands that just do luggage. Example, Remova, Tumi or Tommy. Those two brands that I really like. I feel like they're excellent in what they do, and my Remova luggages, they are so beaten up, but I don't care because they're so sturdy and they are really good, and the way that they roll, they're just so smooth. So I will not get the Horizon. I used to really want the Horizon, and I'm not gonna do it anymore because it's just something that I'm not gonna buy. I'm not gonna buy another Keeple. I'm just gonna stick with brands that make luggage, and you can have a fix for the want of having something designer. Remova does collaborations with brands. I got my carry-on Remova in collaboration with Fendi, and I really love it. It's super pretty. It looks so cute on pictures. Makes me happy to use it, but it's still subtle enough that people can't really tell that it's Fendi, and the Fendi monogram, it's not getting scratched on, like it's just on the metal part of it. So they have, and I also love the one that they have with Dior. So yeah, you can have a fix, but I don't think that I will be buying luggage anymore from other brands. And the last one is canvas bags, and this is something that I'm not sure, but I definitely wanted to touch on this video. I just sometimes feel like we pay a lot of money for canvas that could be put towards a leather handbag, and I understand that there's many bags that are amazing and that canvas is super sturdy. So one example that I'm gonna put that I would buy, it's Goya, the tote from Goya. Yes, definitely. But right now, if you put me two Speedies from Louis Vuitton, I would probably go for the leather one, just because I don't know, I just feel like the price difference is not that much. Again, also canvas usually comes with monogram, but I used to really love canvas, and transitioning into buying more leather, I think it's something that brands are doing by themselves. I can see Louis Vuitton transitioning way more right now into pushing their leather pieces and reducing the production of canvas. So I do feel like it's more worth it to buy leather, but I do think that tweed and fun materials are still good enough. I mean, they are. But I'm just toning down on canvas. That's something that I want to do. So I think this was it, but I would love to know if you guys have anything else. We can, of course, put here phone cases, but I've never purchased a phone case, a designer phone case, so I didn't see the point because I was never buying them in the first place. But if you have something like this that you want to share with us in the comments, please do. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. If you're not done watching, I'm gonna leave you 2 right here, and thank you, and see you on the next one. Bye.